I'd like your calls on this one. Who do you think should pay on a first date? The number's 020 2222. Do give us a ring. We'd love to hear from you. And let's talk to Calum about this. I mean, you are single.
Yeah.
So am I.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be. I didn't choose it.
Yeah.
And the dating thing,
work.
Oh my God, I am finding it, I mean, closely akin to torture, I would say, in many ways.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they feel exactly the same about me. It's not like I think I'm so great and everybody who sees me should love it, but my God, it's difficult, especially when you don't gel.
Yeah.
You know, straight away. It's just kind of like, what do I say and how do I get out of here? And do I send myself a text?
How do I get out of here?
Yeah, well, how do I get out of here? Because I don't
Great
like
date,
it.
but I gotta go.
Yeah, and also, I always think, could you bear this person to nibble your earlobe?
Yeah.
And if you know you could never bear it, you might as well just leave. But that's rude.
Yeah.
What are you meant to do? Anyway, are you enjoying it, the single thing?
Well, there's got to be some sort of vetting process there. I do think the same as you in that fact of sometimes I go, God, to sit down and go through this process can be exhausting. And I think it is for everybody, But also, if you find somebody that you have a great connection with, it could also be thoroughly enjoyable. But I obviously haven't found him yet because I'm still single.
Are you worried about that?
No, not at all. I'm conscious of it, though, Vanessa. It's a real, God, I could speak on it for days, but I've been single for so long that it's going to change. It's going to take a lot for me to change the comfort of my ways.
What would it take?
I don't know, but no word of a lie. I strongly believe that when the time is right, I will know, and I know the right person. I know I've been on dates, I've had semi-long relationships, but nothing's ever gone, ooh, this is it, this is right now. But I am of an age where I'm thinking about a wife, I'm thinking about kids, and I'm very excited about that, but I got to find the wife first.
So what is always lacking? Because obviously you've been out
It's probably me. It's without a doubt my problem.
But you've been out with beautiful women, you've been out with younger women, I think you might have even been out with a few older women, but you've been out with women from all different backgrounds, different countries, all different proclivities, gosh, my God.
All that is probably why.
Is that why, though?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious, though.
No, I know you are.
Is it because there is, certainly for you, I don't think for me, unfortunately, but for you, an endless, limitless supply?
No, sorry.
Does it make you feel like, well, why would I choose you? I could choose you or you or you. Is it that?
No, not really. And I shouldn't admit it, but as we were talking about my past, there's still sometimes I am held in that, from that time. And it somewhat frustrates me because I worked so hard to be the man I am, and there was a whole, many, many years of getting rid of an old me. And you reach an age where you don't really care. And if someone was to judge me on my past and my colorful past, then they're not for me anyway.
No, of course not.
But it's just because I haven't met them. And as I said, I strongly believe that I will know when the time is right. And I'm open to it. People will counter with, oh, you can't go looking, you'll never find it. It's got to come to you. And I'm like,
that is a bit annoying as well. Because if you never
where
look,
is it?
How are you ever going to find?
Yeah.
You're sitting in your house in your dressing gown, you're not going to find anyone at all.
Totally that.
Every time I go and empty the bins and put the bins out, I'm like, hello, I'm here. Is there anyone just walking past?
Yeah. Are you the love of my life just passing by?
Yes, Mr. Right passing by. Maybe he's on the actual rubbish van, one of the garbage disposal people. Could be, who knows? Yeah. But let's get a professional opinion. We're going to ask the professional opinion, of course, about this idea of who should pay for the first date. And I tell you, we were talking about this in the office before the show.
Yeah.
And at least a couple of my team said, very often when a bloke pays, he seems to think that entitles him to a few benefits afterwards. And sometimes will even say so. I paid for the dinner. Come on, deliver something sexy.
I think that's not acceptable at all. And I don't think that people should feel that way at all. But what I will say on a personal level, I'm so old school in my ways. I believe in chivalry. I had that instilled in me. It should be paying for the bill. It should be pulling out the seat. It should be opening up the door. It should be walking on the right side of the road and your partner is on this side. It should be, if you see someone with a suitcase, carry it up the stairs. I love that role, and I want to play that role, and that will never change.
What about if she's cold, take your jacket off?
Yeah, for sure. That's all part of that chivalry that I actually pride myself in, and I think it shouldn't go anywhere. But I also lately have finding out a lot that there's a real counter to that. People who don't want it to be that way, and I've got to respect it as well.
Well, let's ask the dating professional. Joining us now, author and former dating columnist for the Evening Standard, Lucy Holden. Lucy's got very definite views on this. Lucy, thanks for joining us. Lovely to see you. Look at that lovely smile.
Hi, Lucy.
Nice to have you on, Lucy. Calum, old school, he says. How about you?
Well, I was listening with much interest to what Calum said there about chivalry being dead. And unfortunately, I do think that I think modern men are trying, but there's still quite a long way to go with the chivalry of old being present in modern dating. I think the question is, what does chivalry look like to the woman that you are on a first date with? To me, that would mean not going for dinner at all on a first date, partly because I want to avoid these very tricky questions of who should pay. I think it's lovely really, really generous. Generosity is obviously attractive, and it's lovely for somebody to offer to pay for dinner on a first date. But would I want to date somebody who, I mean, if I was a man or if I was on a date with a woman, not to even offer to share a bill, I think is a huge red flag as well. You're right, Vanessa, dating is fraught with politics and problems.
But I remember, and it wasn't when I say I remember, I think it was probably last week or the week before, I was on a date and came to the bill, and I did the thing of reaching into my bag. Yeah. And getting out I actually got out the credit card, and I did mean it. I wasn't just acting it. And the bloke said to me, "Oh yes, the pantomime of pretending
giving you
want
for
to
offering.
pay."
That's not
it's
cool.
like, mate, here is my actual credit card. I am not pretending. And then when you really do, when a woman doesn't like a man, I don't know if Lucy agrees with this, but if you really actually don't take to them, you don't really want them to pay.
Yeah, I get that.
It's not like I'm really not looking for a free dinner.
Yeah.
I don't really want someone to think they've got something over on me and they paid for me. I rather slap down that credit card. I said, it's not a pantomime. There it is.
And it sounds like a tricky one because there's so many different variations of how the date could go. But I would think in an ideal world, for me personally, it's okay, we've enjoyed this. We've enjoyed each other's company. I've asked you for dinner. I will pay this bill as I believe I should is the right thing to do. But I also love when someone says, no, are you sure? Is it okay? Can I offer? But I would like them to think that they wouldn't have to do that. But that's just me. But then you say something like, I'll get dinner, you get the drinks at the bar. You find these little catches of how everybody feels like they can play a role if they want to play a role, you know?
Okay, let's talk to Sarah, who's on the line in London. Sarah, what do you think? Who should pay?
Well, I just agree with everything Calum said. I literally feel like I'm stuck now because he said everything I wanted to say.
Say it.
It's like, honestly, we met him at the airport in Dublin about 15 years ago, and I just want to say this, he is an angel. I've never met a more charming, lovely person. You know when you meet someone famous and they disappoint you?
Yes.
Calum doesn't.
Oh, bless you.
I would agree. The thing is, I have to agree with you. I'd rather not, because I'd like to tell you a story about... But I can't help it. He is really charming, and I've known him for a long time.
Lovely.
Yeah, nice man.
Thank
I
you.
agree. OK, so, Sarah, you think if you're the person that invited, then you should pay?
Oh, I think if you've asked someone on a date, that's fair enough, you pay. But I would always offer to buy a drink or say next time I'll pay. It's not about the money, it's about the chivalry.
And are you dating or are you fixed up, Sarah? Are you still in the dating game?
I haven't been dating for about 20 years, to be honest. I'm old school. But
see you in Dublin, go for a drink, Sarah.
Now with Tinder and stuff like that, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. That would just be alien to me.
Totally intimidate me too. I've been nowhere near any of those apps. I'm scared stiff of them.
Yeah, that's a whole new...
I think I'd pay half them.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's a whole other conversation, is the ease of access to finding new people. You know, it's how do you stay there when it's there and there and there and there and everybody's making it all look so glamorous and so great when dating is not easy. Finding a partner is not an easy, and then staying with a partner as well. But I think that hopefully you'd like to think that men out there would have good manners and good morals.
Sarah, nice to hear from you. Let's go to Malachi, who's in Wolverhampton. Malachi, your thoughts on who should pay for dinner on a date?
So for me personally, I'm 19 and I've got a girlfriend of 2 years.
Yeah.
And for me, I've been raised by my dad, my granddad, my mom. And it's just a sign of respect and caring. Obviously my girlfriend's offered, I'll get the drinks, we'll do, but just for me personally, it's like looking after her, caring for her, just spending that money, because if I've got £5 left, that £5 will be spent on her, to be fair.
Good man. I think that's brilliant as well. And you know what it is, Malachi, as people as men, I think you want to be a provider. You want to be someone who can supply and take care of. And I think that plays a role in here as well. So I think you're doing the right thing. And then also you're talking about how long you've been with your partner. I'm sure there's by now an open conversation of, right, you get that, I'll get this, you get that, I'll get this. But to start and then hopefully ongoing, as a man, I think you want to be the one who takes care of. But also saying that, though, just to switch it up, I was on the tube the other day and I offered my seat to somebody and they got annoyed.
What did they say?
They literally turned to me with a dead face and said, do I look old? And I was like, I actually thought I was doing the right thing. But then I understand where they were coming from, because you're like, ooh, it might make it look like I think you need this seat. I don't know. It's just instilled. Some of us, it's instilled in, isn't it?
God, why is it all so difficult?
I know.
Why is everything so difficult?
I know.
I said when I started the show, life is not perfect. I think we're really proving that today. Thank you so much for all your calls. Let's take a look at the competition now.